will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to add another to their lead. To go up the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. They'll run play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the...
He's off to the races. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback.
Hey, that's a live ball. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
LSU right back to the line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to the air one more time. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was wrong to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put it on the ground last time. They had got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They'll try the run. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Tempo and overdrive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pirouettes away from the defense. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with them.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Saunders. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The give to the single back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They're getting this guy lathered up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. On the run, it's Singleton. Hard running there. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Offense, quick tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Allard. He's got him in the flat.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 22, LSU 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna let it fly. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Still looking on the move. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Defense has to do a better job affecting the quarterback, guys, on money downs. 3rd down, you've got to be able to affect him, and the pass pro that time was just way too good.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it on the move. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got him.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Setting up for the PAT. When it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Offense in a split backfield. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake. He's going up top here late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after it. Keeps looking downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Running to the left. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires it down the seam. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the ball slipped out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys